Thank you. Yeah, congratulations to Mensik and his team. Never really happy to lose, but he's one of the very few players that I would be happier to lose to be honest. I've seen him play when he was 15 or 16 and invited him. We had some training blocks together. He was training at my club in Belgrade, and to see his development and evolution is really great, amazing. I could see back then already that 3-4 years ago that he's going to be, one of the top players of the world. So I'm super glad that he's using the potential that he has, because he's got a complete game. Obviously, serve is incredible, powerful, precise. Wins a lot of free points with the first serve. Backhand as well, Czech's cool. They always have a great backhand, but forehand he's improved a lot, and movement for a tall, big guy like that, he slides and he moves well. So, and he still can improve, of course. So I'm sure we'll be seeing him around. Yeah, it's unfortunate for me, 2 tie breaks, just a very weird match, weird day with rain delay and all the things that is happening. Honestly, I didn't feel my greatest on the court, but it is what it is. Nothing to take away from his victory.
Novak, it was the most humid day of the tournament. I think it was 80 out there. You must have went through 10 shirt changes. You looked like pretty exhausted. How did that affect you? Did you have a sty or something? Did that affect you? And talk about.
I really prefer not to talk about. There's quite a few things, but I just prefer not to. I just congratulate him. That's it. I don't want to sound like I'm getting excuses here for my loss.
What did you see in this kid? That Australian Open, I think 2022.
Yeah.
Finals, he cramped up. An amazing match.
Yeah.
What did you see in this kid that you wanted to mentor this kid?
Well, I mean, I love the fighting spirit, when he was down, and in that finals I saw in Australia, and obviously big game. Seemed like a nice guy, Eastern European. So I gave a call through management, my management to his management, and we found connection, and he accepted to come, and so we had like 3 training blocks together, and just and actually his physio, who is with him now, was my physio, Serbian guy. So there's a lot of connecting things that we have and in common. So as I said, big game, big potential. I'm sure that he's got a bright future.
One each, please.
Hey Novak, you're considered as the greatest tiebreak player in men's tennis in history, percentage-wise. Jakob this week went 7-0 in tiebreaks. What do you think, he has in his game, like, that makes him elevated in those really big moments? And also, how would you?
What do you think?
I mean, I think he's just got, amazing, ability on the really big points to just.
But what do you think? Which shot decides?
The serve. The serve, yeah.
If you have a big serve, and he's been serving consistently 20 aces a match, I mean, in the tiebreak, each player serves 2 points, and he puts so much pressure. You make one mistake, 2, you're down at mini break, then he starts serving big, and it's gone. Tiebreak is gone basically.
Yeah, you had called it a weird day. What was the 5.5-hour delay like for you? And was your vision okay on the court?
As I answered before, I don't want to get into details, but just it is what it is. It's same for both players. You have to accept the circumstances. I try to make the most out of what I had or what I was facing. But yeah, it was quite different from any other day of the tournament for me.
Last 2, one here, one there.
Novak, you just went through and explained all of the various improvements in Jakub's game. Was there any one thing that really stood out today compared to when you played in Shanghai 6 months ago?
I mean, the serve consistency I think he was serving better, even better than he was serving in Shanghai, and there he was serving really well. I think game was similar, but my level was not like it was in Shanghai.
Last one.
And Novak, obviously, from the time period of you being away from this tournament, what's your final words, just being back to it now? Just short, but the overall feeling overall from it.
Yeah, I mean, overall, obviously now a bitter taste because of the loss, but Miami, as I said on the court, really brought me a lot of joy and really good sensations on and off the court. I was very welcomed very nicely by people and supported. Incredible again tonight. Great support from the stadium in the match. They were pushing me on and trying to give me strength for a comeback, and I'm very grateful. Just enjoyed my experience overall. It was an amazing run. Fortunately ended with a loss in the finals, but I played some really good tennis up to today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, welcome everyone. As always, if you have a question, raise your hand. We'll give you a microphone. Jakob, we'll start the first question. What a great tournament for you this week. 2 weeks. How do you feel right now?
I don't know, probably all smiles. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit. I think that the feelings will come a little bit later. But for now, yeah, it just feels incredible, and I'm living the moment, living the dream.
Please, right here, first question.
Congratulations. I mean, you beat your idol, your mentor. The guy took you under his wing. You beat him at his own game. 2 tiebreakers. That's what he specializes in. Just what's going through your head? Well, how much has that guy meant to your career at this point?
Yeah, it means a lot. That's for sure. Like I'm saying, I mean the feelings will come a little bit later, but even now I'm starting to realize that it was incredible. You know, whole week, whole 2 weeks actually, and my game was getting better and better. And actually, yeah, winning tonight against Novak in the tiebreakers, it feels crazy, incredible. I was watching him, you know, growing up, and because of him, basically, I started to play tennis. So it just feels incredible that I had the opportunity for a second time to play against him and to beat him in this tournament in the finals, which I really it was just a dream to win an ATP tournament, and even better than its 1000. and playing against Novak in the finals makes it more special.
A quick follow. Tell us that story about you were gonna withdraw from this tournament the day before the tournament, I guess, or the day of the tournament. What happened? Take us through it.
Yeah, I mean, 2 days before the first match, I started to feel my knee. I checked with the doctors, with everyone. There was nothing, you know, spectacular. It was just a big inflammation, which was really big, that I couldn't walk, even that I couldn't run, even walk. And actually, I started to treat it. Started to take painkillers. Nothing was helping. And actually, during the match day, it was the same like it was the day before. So I was like, okay, well, I tried to step on the treadmill. I couldn't move. So I was like, okay, well, that's it. You know, I'm pulling out. I didn't do anything. I just went to the doctor's office, take the paper. I was, going to the physios while I was visiting the referee's office to say, hey guys, I'm pulling out, you know. But he was having lunch, so I was like, okay, well, let's visit the physios first. I was there, you know. I said, hey, you know, my knee is hurting. Just fill the paper. I'm going, you know. I'm going, and he was like, okay, well, let's see. And he started to do a couple of treatments, you know. He take care for 30 minutes of me. He was like, okay, try this, let's see. So I was like, okay, well, actually he was saying me, it's nothing serious. You can play with this pain, and nothing can happen. So I was like, okay, well, but the pain was so big that I couldn't, you know, do anything. So I was like, okay, well, let's try one more time. I stepped on the treadmill. It was the same. but I went over the pain. Really, I was suffering in those moments. And yeah, after a few minutes, I was starting to feel a little relief. I took different painkillers, which helped a bit. So I was like, okay, well, let's try it. Let's it's like 30 minutes before the match. I can walk, I can run. Let's see. Somehow I won the first round, and yeah, basically then I had one day off, which of course for my knee was much more better, and day by day the knee was getting better, and with that also my game. So crazy, huh? Yeah, right knee, yeah.
One question so everyone has time to have questions.
Sure. Jakob, well, congratulations on your win tonight. Adam Ross, Florida Tennis. We spoke to Novak. He said he's never happy to lose. You're one of the very few players he's happier to lose to. He mentioned you trained at his club in Belgrade. He described your development and evolution as great. Can you discuss the level of respect you have for him, his level of respect for you? And Novak was going for his 100th title. You've won this title. Can you imagine what it's like to win that many titles? And thank you so much for your time.
No, to be honest, I don't. Yeah, of course, after the match, when we had the time to talk, and I heard, what he was saying to me, I was just, oh my God, that feels, that's so kind from him, and you can just see how incredible person he is, and he's a true champion, because otherwise he wouldn't show this kind of respect, so that's just amazing. Even with all those titles, and everything what he accomplished already in this sport, and he's still, competing in the finals of the biggest tournaments on the ATP Tour. So it's just, it's just amazing, and playing with them and saying those words, it's just, for me. Reason why I'm doing this, and also that I'm really on the good path and that I'm doing a great job. And of course, like I said, I don't want to repeat myself, but because of him I started to play tennis, and playing with him and reaching my biggest title so far with him, actually, because I was playing against him in the finals. That just feels incredible. And yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable how good he is on and off the court.
Jakob, what was going through your mind when you dropped to the court when the last point was played, and did the Shanghai match also come into your mind at all?
Yeah, first of all, I was expecting to fall already, point before, but I saw it was out, I was like, oh, that's it, and it was actually in, so I was like, okay, well, let's go one more time. And so after that, of course, it just, the relief went out of me, I mean, after the match with Tyler, I was not able to sleep for 2 days. I was feeling, nerves. I was trying to hold it, of course, but yeah, I mean, with this finals doing for the first time and everything is just very, very tough. So of course, I mean, after that it just everything went away of me, and just pure happiness, pure emotions. So and of course during the match, I had a couple of flashbacks. Also in Shanghai, I won the first set 7-6. So I didn't play well in the beginning of the second set in Shanghai, which I tried to stay focused, stay all the time on my serve, which I did. And I'm really glad, because otherwise playing third set against him, it would be tough. So it's just, I took the experience from the Shanghai match and try my best to do it as good as I can in here.
Novak mentioned how great your serve was in the tiebreakers, but really your return of serve, because you got, in both tiebreakers, you got a mini break really, right off the bat. So talk about how aggressive you played those tiebreakers, especially in the return of serve.
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling all the match that I was doing really good on the return, but actually, when the point was You know, when we had rally, like 50-50 rally, I was feeling that he's better, you know, than me. So of course those games on his serve, it was going kind of fast. I mean, in the beginning of the second set and during the second half of the first set. But yeah, in the tiebreakers, I knew that if I can really start to focus on it, on my return, put it just ball in, and then, you know, give my best in the rallies, and actually that I did in the tiebreakers. I didn't do that much mistakes like I was doing during the whole set, and yeah, actually he was the one who did the first mistake. So yeah, it was just, I don't know if I was just lucky or maybe if just the tactic was good, because today after the rain it was super humid and it was just crazy. The rallies were long, so I was feeling really like very tired after a few points with him. So yeah, I'm just glad that it didn't went to the third set.
Do you realize, Jakub, that when Novak played his first Masters 1000, you weren't even born?
No.
What does that say to you?
Oh my God, it's crazy. Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know what to say. Like, it's just showing his dominance. You know, like he's 2004 actually. Yeah, I think it was when I was not born. Yeah.
It was 17 days before you were born.
All right. So, well. You read the Wikipedia before, or? Okay. All right. No. No. Yeah. I think that this, like I'm saying, it's showing his dominance. Like 20 years ago, he was already in the finals, and now 20 years later, he's still in the finals. So it's just, and he's top 5 still. So it's just crazy and unbelievable what he's achieving in this sport. During a long period of the time. Imagining me in 20 years from now, which I would be 39, playing the finals. I hope so, but it's crazy, like to think about it like this.
And then last question, please. That's fine.
Right.
Drops, you seemed to have trouble with the drop shot earlier in the match, but later it seemed like you were anticipating his dropping, you know, what he was going to do. Did you sense that you were, you know, reading him better as the match went on?
Yeah. Actually, during the first, you know, like couple of games, couple of rallies, I was feeling like, you know, I need to read his game a little bit, and yeah, like you were saying, during the match, I was just, you know. Trying to read it a little bit better, which more and more I was playing, it was getting better and better. So during the drop shots, also the forehands inside in, I kind of read it as well. And that's why, you know, we made those long rallies, because after all the return that I hit back, few times he just hit the winner plus one shot, and you know, in the tiebreakers I stayed in the rally, and it was just 50-50 rally. So yeah. That was also a good point of that. Yeah, let's go. It's fine. Let's do it.
Last question. Thanks so much. You wrote on the camera lens, the first of many. Can you talk about what that means to you? Was that an announcement to the rest of the tour, or was that you just being so proud to get that win and looking forward to the rest of your career?
No, it's just of course, right now it's biggest win of my career so far, and I'm just super happy with that. But I know that this is not the end, and I know that this is just the beginning for me. And yeah, I'm still, you know, 19 years old, so I have whole my career in front of me. And of course, it feels really great to have this next to me. But that's it's not just about the one title, one tournament, but I'm hungry for more, and of course right now I will celebrate rest. When I will come back home, I'm going back to work and try to get better and better, because still there is a lot of space for improvement in my game. So me and my team will do my best to lift these trophies more often.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
So much.